Christmas Day on To Tell the Truth. We're back, so let's meet our next team of challengers.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Dean Gilbert.
Number 2.
My name is Dean Gilbert.
Number 3.
My name is Dean Gilbert.
And panel, it's up to you to locate the real Dean Gilbert, and here is his story. Please read along with me. I, Dean Gilbert, found my brother and now my sister after a 35-year separation. When I was a baby, my parents fell on hard times, and unable to support 5 children, they made the heart-wrenching decision to put me and my baby sister up for adoption. For years, I knew I was adopted and yearned to see my family. On my 35th birthday, I hired a genealogist, and after months of combing through voting and public records, I found my parents. Then, I stumbled upon the phone number of a man I believed might be my brother. When I called, he thought I was kidding, but soon realized that I was his long-lost brother. Together, we located our missing sister. I've spoken to her on the telephone, and I can't wait to see her. This Christmas, we'll set a few more places at the family table for the members who are at long last home for the holidays. Signed, Dean Gilbert. Well, Orson, we'll begin with you and the story of unification.
What a great story. Number 2, now, will you be having Christmas dinner today with one or more of these siblings that you haven't known before?
The whole family.
The whole family,
yeah,
all of you. Isn't that sensational? Yeah. Number 3, what's your sister's name? Adrian. Adrian. Number 1, now, how has it been to suddenly have a new family after all this time?
25 more people in my life.
45? You're talking 25. About cousins?
25.
That, I mean, this is an extended family,
yes,
right?
But your time is up.
Wait, I need more time.
You'll have to extend it with Peggy.
What is Christmas?
Now, number 1, did you have foster parents?
Correct.
Right. Number 2, 3, did you have foster parents, or were you in an institution?
No, I had adopted parents, yes.
Thank you. Well, number 2, did you keep your own name, Dean Gilbert, or did you have your foster parents' name?
My Gilbert is my foster parents' name.
Right. Well, now, number 1, did your sister go under the name of Gilbert, too?
No.
No. Well, number 3, how did you find her?
Before I found my sister, I found the rest of my family. We just located my sister.
Well, number 2, did you live close to, in the same town as the rest of your family, or were you scattered all over the country?
No, we're amazingly close in the same state, within Southern California.
Thank you.
Thank you. Chris.
Number 3, I'm going to carry on that line of questioning. What exact incidents was it that made you, at the age of 35, finally decide to do this?
You know, life's funny. You can have material wealth and still feel an emptiness.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good answer. And when you found your sister, what'd you say her name was again?
Adrian.
Adrian, yeah. And you have met with Adrian?
No.
No, you're about to. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 1, how did you know that the genealogist had put you on to the right family to begin with? Was it in talking to them? Did you discover in their voices, or did you have to ask them any questions?
The genealogists have done a lot of cross-checking, and we called these people and asked them certain pertinent questions.
And the questions were obviously answered.
Time is up. Thank you. Kitty.
Gosh, you know, in the many years that I've been on this show, we've had this situation quite a few times, and I have never known anyone who wasn't overjoyed at meeting their siblings and their parents. Is it possible that you wouldn't like them once you met them?
Which number?
Number 2.
Okay.
It's possible, but the anxiety or the anxiousness is just so overwhelming that when I did, I just cried.
Number 1, do you have the foster parents as well for this gathering?
Oh, they're not at this one. At a later date.
But not today.
Yeah. Time is up. Panel, time for you to vote for either number 1, number 2, or number 3. Orson.
Well, if they were mine, I wouldn't have given away any of them. But number 2 is adorable. I especially would have kept him.
Peggy.
And number 2 looks like Kenny Rogers, so I didn't vote for him. I voted for number 3. You were so sweet. I felt you might be putting it on. And number 1, you sort of didn't act so interested, so I figured you're fooling us and you're the real one.
There you go. Chris?
I'll tell you, even though I didn't get a chance to ask him a question, number 2 just seems to have a wonderful happiness going on inside of him right now. I think some real good things are going on for you, so I voted for you.
Beaming from the inside.
Yes.
Kitty.
Well, I felt that it was really number one, because number one said that they weren't going to all be together this Christmas, and I think it would be more tactful to let the foster parents have another day. So I voted for number one.
Well, votes all in. Split between number one, who has 2 votes, and number 2 has 2 votes. Number 3, you didn't get a vote. Well, now for the moment of truth. Will the real Dean Gilbert please stand up? Number 1. Number 1. Dean, we'll come right back to you. Let's find out first who your imposters are. Number 2, your name and what you do.
My name is Philip Hill, and I'm an architect.
Wonderful. A happy architect. Beanie.
Happy architect.
Number 3.
My name is Ed Franklin, and I'm a manufacturer's representative. I sell furniture to furniture stores.
Wonderful. Well, there were 2 incorrect votes, and at $500 a vote, your team will receive $1,000. Now, Dean, let's meet the brother that you found after 35 years, John Johnson. Come on in, John. You guys, when you first saw each other, did you say, God, we look alike?
We do.
Yeah, that is great. I got to tell you something, Dean. I couldn't wait for this moment. I've got to tell you, right now, I'm going to let you meet somebody. Her name is Jolene Swan. She's your sister. She's standing right there. This is the first time they've seen each other in 35 years. Jolene, when you found out that all this was going on, what was your first thought?
Well, I've been searching, so this is great.
So it's all together. Well, this is going to be a great Christmas day for your family. I want you to enjoy it and remember it, and there's going to be a lot more down the road. Thank all of you for being here today on To Tell the Truth. We wish you the best. We'll be back to play one-on-one with someone from our studio audience right after this.